Hi guys, here we are, live yoga, gentle yoga for day 3. So we've got 3 minutes before we officially start, but as you're getting set up, grab yourself two towels. Carry Ann's with me this morning as my yoga model, and we're gonna get started in a couple of minutes. As you get on, it's really fun when I see your little icons pop up. I did a live meditation with one of my teachers this morning, yesterday afternoon, and it was really lovely to see everybody who was there. It's kind of fun to see that happening as we're practicing and being together. It's an exciting time. We sent Lance off this morning to gather up the twins who have been on a bit of an adventure. So we'll have more exciting, hello, let's see who we've got. Jens, good morning. So our lives are going to get more complicated here at the house, but grab 2 towels. We're going to get started in just a moment. Grab 2 towels, guys. I'm so glad you're here. Carrie Ann's here. She's got her El Roble PE sweatshirt on. She's ready to go. Just her regular PE shirt. Yeah, not sweatshirt. Sorry, her mother doesn't know anything. It's a good time.
Just in
good
case
times.
My PE teacher wants to know that I'm doing physical activity.
Yes. So little shout out to Mrs. Foster. Carrie Ann is doing physical exercise. Look, you can watch her on live. Carrie Ann does stuff with her mom. So. I am also thinking about, you guys can leave messages in the comments. I'm thinking about doing a weekly live class for kids because I'm going to have the twins back next week. And so I was thinking about whether that would be useful for folks and if we want to do a Zoom format or if we like the Facebook Live moment so you can do it later. It was really fun seeing Carrie Ann and her friends yesterday on a Zoom moment together and letting them see one another. And I've gotten feedback from Egan's teacher. So shout out to Mrs. Wallace there at home working her ass off for our kids. That it's really fun when the kids see each other and have those social interactions. So if you've got kids at home and you're wanting to be part of a yoga experience, give me a shout out, put a little message down in the links to this video and I'll check those out. Okay, so it is 11 o'clock, so we're gonna get started. Thank you all for joining us. I'm gonna have you guys come into whatever sort of easy seat works for you. So that can be a fancy cross-legged position, it can be your legs out ahead of you, it can be seated on a block or a blanket or a towel. Okay, but whatever is going to give you a sense of comfort inside your body as we're practicing. Let your energy go down towards the floor. So really let yourself settle in as if you were going to plant yourself in this space. And I want you to bring your left hand to the floor and your right hand to your heart space. And let yourself feel the beat of your heart underneath your right hand. And feel the steadiness of the floor underneath your left hand. We're taught in yogic philosophy that the left side of the body is the receptive side of the body. It's the side of the body that receives energy from one another, that is maybe a little bit more passive, and that the right side is the active side, the side that gives energy. And so right now we're coming into that space of giving energy to ourselves, receiving energy from the earth space, from the world around us, and feeding our own hearts. So let yourself settle down onto the mat, into the floor, into your chair, wherever you're at. And let your bottom become heavy. And the crown of your head light. Feel the pulse of your heart underneath your right hand. And feel the steadiness of the floor underneath your lap. And as you inhale, draw up steadiness from the earth. And bring it into your heart, exhaling that steadiness into your chest. Inhale the steadiness up from the floor. Exhale that steadiness through your right palm into your heart. And just stay in that space. As you feel yourself filling up with this steadiness, start to engage a little bit more through the body. Start to press the outer edges of your feet or the soles of your feet down into the floor. Let your knees grow away from your lap. And feel yourself climb up towards the ceiling. There's a little light engagement that happens through the middle of the body, through the belly, and then let your shoulder blades come onto your back. Draw your throat back, lifting the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. And thank the earth for its steadiness, for the shift into spring that we're experiencing right now. And bring your left hand to cover your right, feeling your whole body full of this steadiness, of this love for our Mother Earth, and this love for life. You know, a lot of the fear that we are experiencing right now is because we love life. I have read in my wanderings that the opposite of love is not hate. The opposite of love is fear. So let's spend some time today feeling love. Feeling love for the safe spaces that we are occupying, for our bodies, for the amazing people who are in our lives, whether they're in our lives through distance or they're in our lives by being cooped up beside us. And remember to call someone today. Check in with them, tell them hello. And bow your head, feeling your heart vibrating in your hands. Make a commitment to yourself to breathe. Make a commitment to yourself to feel the vibrancy of your own heartbeat. Make a commitment to yourself to look into someone's smiling face today and feel love. Release your hands into your lap. Let your eyes flutter open. Here we are. Okay. We're going to do a lot of arm and shoulder stuff today, and we're going to do some of it seated right here. I'm going to talk you through some movements in the shoulders. We did some of that yesterday, and then we're going to apply it in some hands and knees places. So I've been getting some feedback about how this teaching is going. I hope that we are all growing together, and I appreciate your loving comments, okay? Let's extend the hands out away from us. Ooh, and reach away. And let yourself go all the way into protraction. So you're doming your upper back, reaching away. Disconnect your arm bones from your rib cage. And then as you exhale, I want you to flip your hands and pull your elbows back and retract the shoulder blades. So we're going to inhale and protract, reach out, feel that, all that space you can make. And then exhale and squeeze the space between the shoulder blades. Inhale and reach away. Exhale and pull back in. Inhale and reach away. Exhale and pull back in. And then we're going to let the shoulders come back towards neutral and let the elbows float. And you can go ahead and wiggle with us. Let the elbows float at about the line of your waist. And we're going to do some internal and external rotation. Probably Carrie Ann and I are going to whack each other. We're going to try to do it lovingly. Okay, so here it goes. As you inhale, let your thumbs move back and feel your shoulder blades go towards one another. This is external rotation. And then as you exhale, let your pinky fingers come towards your navel and let your shoulders roll forward in internal rotation. And so it does feel a little bit like protraction. Inhale, open out, feel your shoulder blades glide together, feel this movement of the upper arm bone, external rotation, and then take internal rotation. Elbows come forward, and it does lead into protraction. So we'll do that a few times. Inhale, let your chest pop open a little bit, exhale and round. Inhale, take external rotation, and exhale and round. So we're going internal rotation. Now bring yourself to neutral and let your hands rest in your lap. Just feel across your shoulder girdle, across the back of your neck, and notice what feels good and what's sort of like, I don't know. Okay. And I invite you at any time to sort of, if you need to pause and look at what we're doing, that's okay. That's totally fair. And if you need to shift your seat, about now in class, I see people going, So switch the cross of your legs. Give yourself a break from the way you've done, because we're going to do a little bit more seated work. Okay, now we're going to go for extension, which is actually back behind us, and flexion of the shoulder joints. So we'll inhale and extend, take your elbows back behind you. Exhale and flex. Inhale and extend. Exhale and flex. Inhale and extend. Exhale and flex. Inhale and extend. Exhale and flex. And then you're going to bring your hands back to your lap and just notice what happened. Okay? The heart space is connected to lower, the belly space. We're going to do a little bit of core work today, and higher to the throat space. So let's bring a little bit of attention into the throat. And we're going to start by letting the chin slide forward like you might when you're driving the car. So let yourself do the whole slump, make it ugly. And then draw yourself back and really think about being an elegant swan with that curling neck. Inhale and let yourself slot forward. Feel that maybe probably compression in your neck. And then exhale and feel like a swan. Inhale and let yourself draw forward. And exhale, be a swan. And let yourself feel that. Let's keep a little bit of that swan-like space. And we're going to go ahead and take the right ear towards the right shoulder. Let your left shoulder dangle. Inhale. And then as you exhale, take your chin towards your chest. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, slide your left ear towards your left shoulder and hang out here for a breath space as you feel the drag of the right shoulder down. Inhale. Exhale, chin towards chest. Exhale. Inhale, lift your head. We're going to do that a couple more times, and we're going to add some elements to it. Inhale as you're in neutral. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale here. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Oh man, this is where I feel it. Inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, lift your head. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. And take your right shoulder around in circles. So you're going to move through the range of motion on the right. Let the elbow get heavy and dangle for a moment more. Do a little pull, taking your right shoulder blade down your back as you reach a little bit more with your left ear. Inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale here. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder. I'm used to mirroring you guys. And check out what's going on the left side of the neck. And let's do a couple of those range of motion circles in the left shoulder. Make sure as you're working with your neck that you're still feeling your bottom on the floor, you're still feeling this lovely extension. Go ahead and reverse the direction of the movement. That you're still feeling yourself in space, even as you're focused into the neck and throat. Allow your chin to come back towards your chest. And then inhale and lift your head up. And just see how that feels. Let's reach forward again. Inhale. Exhale, draw your elbows back. Inhale, flex your shoulder joint. Exhale, extend your shoulder joint. Inhale, reach away, protract. Exhale, draw back, retract. Inhale, flex the shoulder joint. Exhale, extend the shoulder joint. And then release your hands by your sides. And we're going to flip over hands and knees. Carrie Ann and I have agreed that I'm going to sit behind her and she's going to be the model. Okay, so here we come, hands and knees. And if you want to use your amazing towel as your prop here to protect your knees, that is an awesome solution. Okay, Carrie's going to work on coming towards a neutral spine. So she's going to think about drawing her inner thighs together and reaching them back behind her. She's going to think about lifting her rib cage and drawing her shoulder blades slightly together as she lifts her head. So she's doing a beautiful job here. As she inhales, she's going to draw her chest forward. We'll move towards cow. Chest forward, tail up. Inhale. And then exhale and reverse the direction. So your head's going to go down, your tailbone's going to go down. She's so good at this. Inhale. Let yourself come up. Cow. Exhale. Let yourself draw down. One more. Inhale, cow. Exhale, draw down. Now, she's going to come back to neutral. We're all going to come back to neutral. And I want you to think about keeping yourself neutral in the pelvis. And she's going to do the protraction and retraction just in her shoulders. So she's going to try to keep her belly a little bit toned here. And she's going to inhale and push the floor away, dome her upper back. Yes, that was beautifully done. And exhale, draw her shoulder blades together. Fabulous. Yes. Inhale, push the floor away. Exhale, let your chest sink towards the floor. Inhale, she did a beautiful correction right there. Push the floor away. Exhale, draw yourself together. And one more time, dome the upper back space. Draw the shoulder blades together. And then see if you can do elevation and depression. So you're going to lift your shoulders towards your ears. Yes. And then draw your shoulder blades down your back. Depression. I realized we didn't do this seated. So you're going to tone your navel a little bit. Pull your shoulder blades towards your ears. Elevation. Exhale, drawing back towards your bottom. Yes. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale. Squeeze your ears. Exhale. Drop away. Nicely done. Okay, and she's going to press back in child's pose. When you come back towards child's pose, make it comfy. All right? Take space between your knees. If it doesn't feel good to take your bottom all the way back towards your heels, for some bodies that doesn't feel good, then I'm going to have you show puppy dog pose. Then she's going to, instead, you'll bring your bottom over your knees. So come up higher, come up higher. Yeah, bring your bottom over your knees and let your back be a, whoop, not a striptease, let your back be a slide towards the floor. So just check out the sensation in your knees. Carrie Ann's going to go all the way to child's pose, though, I think. What feels better for you? Okay. Her body is saying, from what I can see, child's pose, knees wide. And your body may say that as well. your body may say something different. Feel your heart in this space. So just notice it. Feel it if, you know, as if I had my hand on your upper back right now. And feel the warmth of that, the connection of a human touch. And notice how your body softens into my virtual hand. And I'm using my right hand. I am sending love into Carrie Ann's body, and I am sending love to you guys as you're practicing. Let yourself feel supported by those of us who are around you. Even if things are not awesome at every instance, we are there and we are wanting the best for you and your body. All right. Inhale, come back up to hands and knees. And we're going to do 2 more cat-cows. So just move yourself through it. Just enjoy it. Inhale, cow. Exhale, round cat. Oh yeah, 1 more. Inhale, cow. Love it. Exhale, round cat. And now she's going to come to neutral and she is going to float her right leg up. Yes. And she's going to she's an aerial circus performer, so she always points her toes. Miss Nicole, her technique is beautiful. I'm a yogi, so she's going to have to flex them now. So she's going to do the opposite of what she's used to doing. And notice what your habit is in your body. And then I'm going to ask her to drop her outer hip down slightly and lift up more through her inner thigh. And you do the same. Lift your belly space. Yes. Draw your shoulder blades towards you. And already you may be feeling your belly turn on. That's awesome. We want the belly on to help support our hearts. If this is feeling good, yay, yum, go with it. If you want to add some challenge, you'll lift your left arm. And we're going to make Carrie Ann do that because I think she can. Lift your left arm straight out ahead of you. Yes. And think about, as you're here, go ahead and give yourself a little bit of elevation and depression in your shoulder joint. So you let your shoulder blade go up and then draw it down. And feel that connect into the belly. Yes. 1 more breath, soft and steady. And then you may set your left hand down, your right knee down. Press back towards puppy dog or child's pose. 1 breath cycle. 1 fabulous inhale. 1 fabulous exhale. And come back up, hands and knees. Lift your left leg up on your inhale. And if you're doing your opposite technique, pay attention to that. Draw your inner thigh up, outer left hip down. That's a challenging thing for a lot of us. Tone the navel space. Yes. Draw your chest forward. Shoulder blades come together slightly. And then she's going to float her right arm up. And turn your palm in the direction of your ear. Yeah, toward your head. And see if you can find this amazing stability here. So this is core work. Welcome. It's not the only core work we'll do today, but allow it to build some fire within you. Sometimes when I start out into core work, I feel a little anxious, a little upset about having to do core work. Oh well, my personality type, there you go. But so for you, notice what your response is, and then say, yeah, part of survival is having a little fire. It's being, yeah, I'm going to stand up and get stuff done today. Inhale where you're at. Exhale, release knee down, release hand down, press back, child's pose. And we're going to go into a whole series of movement right now. So 1 more breath cycle. Let yourself let go as much as you want to. You know, barring peeing on your mat. But hey, you're probably the only one around, so if that's going to happen, you get to clean it up. We don't know about it. She's laughing. That's what I was going for. All right. Hopefully you're at least kind of smiling at me. Here goes all that movement. Inhale, come up, hands and knees. Exhale, stay, tone the navel. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee in towards chest. Really dome the back. Go for protraction, go for rounding. Yes, inhale, reach back. Exhale, draw in, knee towards chest. Yes, inhale, reach back. float, exhale, draw in. Pull in, pull in, pull in, and you're gonna stay in this space. Really try to get your nose towards your knee. Try to like really embrace this space, this connection into self. Not always connection into self is awesome. Sometimes it feels anxious making. Sometimes it's like, I don't want to hang out with these problems. You know, it's super fun. Carrie Ann's having a great time. And then no, she's saying no. Go ahead and stretch your leg out and settle your foot down. Press back, child's pose, one whole breath cycle. Inhale, fill your belly, move down into your thighs. Exhale, draw your navel point in, away from your lap. Inhale, come back up, hands and knees. Exhale, stay, draw the navel point in. Inhale, float the left leg up. Exhale, draw the knee towards the nose. Yes, she's so good. Inhale, draw yourself out long. Try not to let your hip get all sassy. Exhale, pull your knee in towards your chest. Inhale, reach out long. Yes. Exhale, pull your knee in towards your chest. Inhale, reach out long. Exhale, pull your knee in towards your chest and really dome that upper back space. Yeah, and you're gonna stay and you're gonna hover and you're gonna have this feeling of like, I don't know if my body wants to do this yet, but I'm gonna do it anyways, okay? And she has to because she's on a video. So, you know, feel some compassion for poor Carrie Ann. I can't see you guys, so I can't yell at you. Inhale where you're at. Exhale, stay. Inhale, extend away. Exhale, release your knee down, press back, take your puppy dog or your child's pose. One whole breath cycle. And we're gonna complicate the hell out of it. All right, inhale, come upright, hands and knees. Exhale, find your steadiness. Inhale, reach left arm, right leg away. Exhale, knee and elbow come together. The model is gonna get there. Exhale, knee and elbow come together. Inhale, reach out towards the periphery. Exhale, draw into yourself. Notice if you're pointing your toes. Inhale, reach out, away. Exhale, draw in. Inhale, reach out and away. Exhale, and settle down. Or do an extra one. All right, press back, child's pose. One whole breath cycle. Inhale, come back up, hands and knees. Exhale, stay, tone the navel. Inhale, float left leg, right arm. Exhale, knee and elbow towards one another. Beautiful. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, draw in. Inhale, extend out. Fabulous. Keep toning that navel point. Exhale, pull in. It's wobbly work. Inhale, reach out. I'm always like bummed out about how wobbly this is in my body. Exhale, draw in. And then I go, well, at least it still moves, Sarah. Reach out, inhale. And as you exhale, settle everything down. Press back, child's pose. We are done with that part of class. Inhale, bring yourself back up to a seat. And go ahead and send your legs out ahead of you. If you're rounding back a lot when you put your legs out ahead of you, go ahead and bend your knees so you can bring yourself upright. And then we're going to reach the arms out ahead of us. And we're going to do a little bit of elevation and depression again. Elevation, whoop, 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 and depression. Elevation. I don't like the emotional coding that those words have, but we'll just go with it anyways. Now we're going to flex the right shoulder joint. Reach up back behind. Take your right hand to your upper back. Bring your left hand across to your elbow. Twirl that elbow towards your right ear and then press back. And you may notice that your chest, you sort of become like the mud flap girl, and you don't want to do that. So resist the desire to look like the mud flap woman by drawing your low ribs down and then lift the center of your sternum up. Breathe a couple of times. And appreciate the fact that you have all kinds of stability in the back of your right arm. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release your hands to your lap for a moment. And then we'll inhale and draw the left arm up. Exhale, touch yourself on your upper back space. Maybe adjust your tag, make sure it's not poking out. Take your right hand to your left elbow. You're going to twirl it towards your ear, so we're going into external rotation there. And then press the elbow back towards the wall behind you. You may notice that sort of, sexy lifting of the chest. Let's resist that a little bit by drawing the low ribs down. Push your elbow into your hand and draw your chest up. So it's low ribs down, chest lifting. And then you check and see, is there tension in your throat right now? We're focusing into this heart space and really wanting it to be warm and full and receptive. And the pathway to the heart is through the throat. It's through the nose, the larynx, around the lungs. So we need all of those tissues to be soft and fabulous and welcoming. Inhale. Exhale and release. Oh yeah. All right, let's just wiggle. Let's just wiggle here. Let yourself do all kinds of, last night in that class I was teaching, I was talking about it being like a Bollywood stuff, Jen's is here. She can teach us all the Bollywood moves. Think about being a belly dancer, yeah? Just let yourself, Fortunately, you're at home, so nobody knows how sexy you're getting. Oh, you could shake your breasts and nobody will know. Except you guys will know that we're doing it. All right. And then let your elbows play into it. The thing that I've noticed for myself, let yourself do all kinds of amorphous movement. The thing that I've noticed for myself is that when I get tense, my shoulders lock down and I let go of my belly. So think about engaging the belly and releasing the shoulders. The belly can take some stability. It's awesome that way. All right, we're standing on up. Stand on up, friends. Stand up. And then I'm going to have you move. Carrie Ann's going to step towards the short end of the mat, and she's going to face the kitchen. You don't know it's the kitchen, but it's there. All right. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale and release your hands by your side. Soften your knees, sink towards the seat a little bit. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, sink towards the seat a little bit. Let your hands come by your sides. Inhale, reach your arms up, draw your ribs back, lift your chest. Exhale, release your arms down. Yeah. Inhale, legs come straight, arms go straight. This time, exhale, bend your elbows out into cactus. Yes. Feel this depression action and some retraction action. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend your elbows. Lengthen your neck by drawing your throat back and tone your navel point. There is an intimate link. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend your elbows. There's this fabulous intimate link between our throats and our bellies. And that link happens through a hormonal chain. The thyroid that lives in our throats. Inhale, reach up. Exhale and sweep your hands down. And then I'm going to have you all come into a forward fold because I'm going to yammer at you. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, soften your knees and fold towards the earth. Let yourself dangle. So you can see Carrie Ann here, she's going to bend her knees a lot. She's going to take her feet a little wider. And maybe she'll even grab opposite elbows. So if you're getting information in the backs of your legs, I want you to bend your knees more. If you're getting information in your low back, you may need to put your hands on your thighs to give yourself a closed chain as opposed to an open chain dangle, okay? So let yourself breathe here. The thyroid lives inside the throat and it speaks intimately all the time. It's always checking in. It's a little bit of a helicopter parent to the adrenals. And it's always saying to the adrenals, are we safe? Do we need to send out adrenaline? How's it going down there? And as it sends these messages up and back and up and back, and the adrenals say, yeah, we're good, or oh crap, we're in danger, that link between those two places makes the throat and the belly both companions and a little bit nervous, okay? So as we're using our breath today and any day, letting yourself become full, letting yourself become generous towards yourself, and softening the movement of the diaphragm so that when the thyroid is checking in with the adrenals, that the messages you're getting are, hey, we're good. You know what? It's okay down here. It's okay up here. Let's hang out. Let's be really efficient in our ability to digest. Let's hang out. Let's be really efficient in our ability to metabolize, to send out calm energy into the world. All right, you've been here for a while. Soften your knees. Come up slowly. Make sure that you give yourself time to come away from being dizzy. Reach those arms up when you're ready. And maybe you want to bring your feet hip distance. Maybe you're happy with your legs a little wider. Press down through the soles of your feet as you lift your toes up. So really excite those toes. Yes. And then notice if you're weighted more heavily on the outside edges of your feet or on the inside edges of your feet. See if you can find an even space between that. And then I'm going to talk you through some moments. If you want to release your arms down, you may. You're going to think about the calf muscles growing forward through the shins. And you're going to think about the quadricep muscles, the muscles on the fronts of the thighs, growing back through your thigh bones as you nudge the tail down and lift the pit of the belly up. So all of this is going to create this really strong foundation so that the heart can say, oh yeah, I'm happy, I'm Bollywood time, okay? So let that playfulness rise through your throat and up into your head. So then the glands that release hormones in the head, particularly the glands that release the melatonin that we all want so we can sleep well, let that conversation, that also has a conversation with the throat. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, release your hands down by your sides. Take your right foot back. I'm going to sneeze. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, now hands on your hips. Bend your back knee. So we're going to make this foundation strong. Pull your heels towards each other. Yes, think about your outer left hip dropping down slightly. Lift that belly space up and see if you can straighten your back leg with the tailbone still going down. Awesome, looks good. Sweep your arms up towards the ceiling, and then I want you to go ahead and bend your elbows out towards the sides. This gives us space to pull the shoulder blades together, to do a little bit of that retraction so we can lift the center of the chest. Oh, inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands towards your hips, step your feet together. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, release your hands towards your hips. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, release your hands to your hips. Take your left foot back. We're going to find the foundation on this side. Steady it out. Bend your back knee. Pull your heels together. So we're really making a relationship with the earth. Then you think about dropping. She's actually looking pretty good, but notice for yourself if your right hip is rising towards your right armpit. Yeah, she just did it for us. But then drop that space down and think about taking the tail straight down as you straighten out that back leg. So you're going to push back, particularly from your inner left thigh. She may not talk to me after this class. Draw your navel point in. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, bend into cactus and allow yourself to have this draw. Yeah, she did a great pull back with the throat, but she's supporting her shoulders with her belly. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, step your feet towards one another. And now we're going to make that happen a lot faster. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hands to hips, right foot back. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, bend your elbows, take cactus. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, sweep your hands down, step your feet together. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, left foot back, hands to hips. Inhale, sweep your arms up. She's thinking beautifully about alignment. Exhale, drop your elbows down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, release your hands to your hips, step your feet together. We're going to add an element of back bend into this space. We're already getting there a little bit with the draw of the shoulder blades down in cactus mode, okay? It's going to take some engagement into the core. So as you're standing, I'm going to have you reach your arms up. Everybody sweep your arms up. And then bend your elbows, draw your heads of your shoulders down. Yes, think about deepening your throat back, be that swan. And then tone your navel center. Yes. As you tone your navel center, you'll notice that it also helps you to draw your tailbone down so you're not getting that gathering in the low back. Inhale as you're here. Exhale and stay. Inhale, press your shoulder blades into your rib cage and turn your chest towards the ceiling. Yeah, chest, not so much chin. Woo, yes. And so we're lifting, we're using the shoulder blades to lift the upper back space. And then inhale, come upright, reach your arms up, come to Urdhva Hastasana. That's extended arms, extended shoulders in Tadasana. Exhale, release your hands down. Tadasana, mountain pose. All right, so we'll take that into our flow space. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, release your hands by your side, right foot goes back. Inhale, reach your arms up. Find your foundational points. Pull the heels together, even out the hips, tone the navel. Exhale, bend your elbows, lift your sternum. Maybe your gaze goes towards the ceiling. Yeah, so you're getting this lift in through the chest. Fabulous. Inhale, reach straight up and come out of the back bend in your spine. Exhale, step your feet forward, hands down. Good job, everyone. Let's do it again. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, take your hands towards your hips, left foot back. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, bend your elbows, lift your center of your chest, your sternum, gaze towards the ceiling. And then inhale, correct that space. And exhale, release your arms down by your sides, feet come together. That's a lot of words. That's a stinking lot of words. So, you guys want to try it without words? No, not going to try it without words. We're going to go straight forward again. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, right foot back. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhaling, lifting your heart, bending your elbow. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, step your feet together, arms by your sides. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, release your arms, step your left foot back. Find that steadiness. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bend your elbows, lift your sternum. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, sweep your arms down, step your feet together. And take a moment. So just as the left palm is receptive, the sole of the left foot is receptive. And let yourself receive energy from the earth up your left leg, up into your knee, and up into your hip, into your belly. Let it climb up your body and into your heart. And feel the steadiness into the heart. And send that steadiness back down through the right side body, through the right thigh, the right knee, the right ankle. And send gratitude to the earth for being so steady and strong for us. Inhale up your left leg again into your heart. Exhale out your heart and down. Oh, yeah, it's just visualizing. You're not doing anything.
I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, it's okay. And down the right side. Just letting yourself be in this relationship with the earth. When things are unsteady, when governors and presidents are getting on the computers and on the media and telling us that we need to stay home, we feel unsteady. And we forget sometimes about the really, really good things that are in our lives. The fact that right now you have the capacity to hear my voice, you have the capacity to be in a safe place and to practice. So let that gratitude rise up in your body. Beautiful. Go ahead and turn towards the long edge of your mat and step your feet wide. Wider. Float your arms up and see, just to shoulder height, and see if you can get your ankles under your wrists. And if it feels like too far to go today, you don't have to go there, all right? Inhale where you're at. Exhale, pivot your right toes forward, sorry. We're going to, right toes. I'm used to mirroring. And bend your right knee. So you're coming into Virabhadrasana 2. Pull the heels together, feel that steadiness, and let it rise into your heart. And then do some of those snake charmer arms. Do some Bollywood styling. Do some belly dancing into your arms and shoulders. Letting yourself be playful here as you're really steady in your base. Inhale, extend out, sort of send all of this gathering out through your fingertips. Make your fingertips excited. Exhale, release your hands down, turn your right toes forward. Inhale, float your arms up. Exhale, bend your left knee, turn your left toes forward. And then feel that steadiness. Gather up from the earth. Pull the heels towards one another. Drop the tailbone down a little bit. Center into the navel. And let yourself belly dancer style it out. Let the shoulders move. Think about all of your favorite dance moves. It doesn't have to be Bollywood moment, but anything that involves the shoulders being playful and silly and, I don't know. You could dab. No, I cannot dab, says the 13-year-old. No dabbing. Don't do it. Inhale where you're at. Extend energy out through your fingertips. Shoot it out. Yes, beautiful. And then exhale, release your hands, turn your toes, step your feet together. Inhale, reach up a lot. Exhale, bring your hands back behind you and interlace your fingers. Drag your, oh, she's going for all kinds of fun stuff. Fingers towards your sacrum. I'm going to fix it. Okay. Oh. Bend your elbows and do that shoulder extension. Pull your navel point in. Maybe you extend your elbow joints. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, draw your navel point in as you extend the elbows back. Exhale, bend. Inhale, make sure you can feel the floor as you're moving this way. Bend one more time. We're going to inhale and extend the shoulder joints a lot. And then exhale. Before you leave, notice which thumb was on top. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, release your arms down. And then step your feet wide again. You're going to have to remember which thumb was on top, all right? It's going to be important later. Let's go ahead and turn your right toes out. Bend into your right knee. We're going to take triangle pose. So pull the heels together first. Find that beautiful sense of grounding, that beautiful sense of earth. Go ahead and straighten out the right leg. And then you're going to reach out along your right leg with your right hand. It's going to go to your thigh, to your knee, to your shin. You don't have to go to your deepest place. You don't have to pretend to be 13. Go ahead and extend energy through your fingertips. Think about lightning bolts going through your fingertips. Be Zeus. Come on. Yes, there it goes. She's Zeus now. Maybe more Medusa. Bend your knee a little bit. Yes. And slip your outer hip back. Oh. Now see if you can straighten the leg. Keep the hip going back. Sorry, that was an instruction very intimately for Carrie-Anne. Bend your forward knee. Imagine I'm there to pull you up. Pull up. Exhale, release your right toes forward. Turn your left toes out. Bend into your left knee. Float your arms up. Let yourself still have that sense of playfulness, even as we go towards triangle. The left leg is going to come towards straight. You're going to think about the left hip drawing back towards your right heel. And then I'm going to have Carrie-Anne bend her knee because she's hyperextending in her knee. Yeah, bend your knee. And then think quad lifting, calf pushing forward. And we're going to move, we're going to reach from the outer left hip towards the right heel. I'm grabbing under her hip. You can imagine me doing this for you. Or, not. I'm right behind her left hip. I'm pushing it forward. And I'm dragging her right hip up. And then I'm gonna lift her right arm up and she's gonna shoot lightning bolts. One lightning bolt only. 2! Alright. And I'm gonna grab her and lift her up. Bend your knee. Beautiful. Turn your toes forward and release your arms by your sides. Hop, step, bring your feet together. Wah. Nice work. Okay. We're gonna come over lying down on our backs. So go ahead and
the arm stretch.
Oh, the arm stretch. Thank goodness she's here because I would have skipped it. We would have skipped it entirely. All right. Interlace your fingers back behind you with the other thumb on top. And then draw. Okay, I gotta switch my other thumb. There we go. Right thumb. Draw the knuckles up your back, up your spine. Think about calves forward, quads back, tailbone down. Inhale, extend your arms. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. And then release down. Oh, fabulous. Okay. Come down. Lie down on your back. Yeah. And every time I get on my back, I go, good. Means class is going to be over eventually. And I enjoy feeling the floor. So let yourself roll the shoulders back. Let yourself be received by the earth. Sometimes I imagine being at the beach. And my favorite time to be at the beach is when the sand is still warm, but the air is beginning to cool. And lying in that warm sand. And you know how sand just cups your body. And feeling so held by that warm sand. And even though the air is cool, still feeling this warmth from the day. So allow yourself that moment. All right. We're going to start this with movements of the arms. So on your next inhalation, wait till it comes. Reach your arms up and overhead. And on your exhale, bring them back down by your sides. On the inhale, arms up and overhead. On the exhale, arms back down by your side. Now let's add the hips. So bring your feet so they're about hip distance and pretty close to your bum. So get them in, yeah. And we're going to just see the fronts of the thighs sometimes are just tight, particularly if you've been sitting a lot, sitting and worrying a lot, you know, all the fun things we've been doing. All right. On the inhale, arms and hips are going to lift up. On the exhale, arms and hips are going to come down. Do your arms too. Inhale, lift arms and hips. Exhale, release down. Inhale, arms and hips. Exhale, release down. Inhale, arms and hips. And stay here. If your hands don't come all the way to the floor, go ahead and bend your elbows and come into that cactus mode. Yeah. And press your feet down so that your arms rest on the floor. Press your feet down and think about drawing your tailbone through your knees. And feeling the support of the earth. So you may want to lift your toes up here so you can really feel your feet ground. And then as you settle your toes, feel that pulse up from the earth to your knees, from your knees to your belly, from your belly to your heart. And as you're lifting, draw the shoulder blades together and pop that heart forward, just letting it glow, lifting this love for our home space just to rise through your body. Create so much of a place to be. And if you're at home making lesson plans for kids, thank you so much. If you are one of the people who is being called to take care of folks in hospitals and in healthcare institutions, thank you so much. Exhale and release yourself down. If you are facing rent concerns, housing stability concerns, reach out to our communities, look for places. We're looking for you. Draw your knees into your chest, rock yourself a hold on, rock yourself back and forth, side to side. All right, I promised you that we would use those towels, and that's coming up really soon here. So we're going to take a twist first, and then we're going to come sit seated for a moment. So let's release the arms by the sides and bring your knees over to the right. Yeah, and then just play with this pose. For some of us, we want more twist. For some of us, we want less twist. So the most important thing is that the left shoulder is going down and that the knees are going to the right, okay? But you can mess with things. You can bring the knees closer to your face. You can push the knees further away from your face. You could extend your legs out all the way to the right. So just notice what feels good in your back space. For some of us, yeah, it's more interesting to have straight legs. For some of us, it's more interesting to have bent knees. Check out all the angles. Carrie-Ann's going through. She's moving through all those different places. And she's going to find the spot that feels the yummiest to her. And then feel the breath move in your body. Once you find your spot, feel that inhale arrive. Feel that exhale. Just be flooded with fabulous warmth. Letting your spine re-regulate after movement. Go ahead and bend up your knees if they're not bent. Pull them in towards your chest. And we'll twist the other way. So I'm going to get out of her way a little bit. And same dealy bop, okay? When you get over here, notice what feels good. And this side is a different side. So you may want a totally different pose. And because this is gentle yoga and we're being loving towards our bodies and we're listening to our body responses, we're going to honor that the right shoulder needs to be down and the knees need to be to the left. And that's the only alignment cues you have to align with. Everything else is about what feels good. Letting yourself get a little bit softer, a little bit slower. Feel the breath travel up your spine and spiral back down. took a class on Zoom yesterday with Tracy Brennan, and it was so lovely to see everybody's faces also practicing alongside of me. But I also noticed it was a little bit harder to stay in my practice, that I started planning things sooner because I was by myself. And so if you're going through that, just acknowledge that that's part of what's happening when we're alone. And it just gives us another reminder to come back to the breath, to come back to the body sensations, to commit to the thing that we are doing. As I'm pushing out more stuff on social media, I'm noticing that I'm vibrating a little bit more than I want to. And so I'm doing, hey, send this stuff out, post it, let people know when it's happening, and then turn the dang thing off. So I invite all of you to set timers for your social media moments so that you're not, and Carrie Ann, I'm sure, will set my timer for me. She's giving me the sarcastic grin that goes with that. And go ahead and bend your knees, bring your knees up, roll all the way over to the right, let your whole body go to the right, press into your hands and lift yourself all the way up to a seat. And now hopefully we're going to make a really yummy space for our bodies to practice. So find your 2 towels, and if you have to run away and go get them. And we've got our towels folded in quarters. So I want you to take your towel open, fold it in half, one way. In elementary school training, they call this hamburger way. So it looks fat like a hamburger. And then hot dog way, so it's skinny like a hot dog. And then go from those 2 folded edges, and you're going to roll. And depending on the newness, the plushness, the amazingness of your bath sheet versus your hand towel, you're going to have a different sensation experience, okay? So this is going to go behind, this one roll is going to go behind Carrie's upper back space, right on her El Roble name tag space. Oh, yeah, how's that feel? Mm-hmm. It's okay. And then the second towel is going to come behind her head. And I'm going to loosen that roll a little bit for her so it doesn't feel quite so, how's that feel in your throat? Feel, yeah.
Feel pushed forward.
She feels pushed forward, so I'm going to ease her out a little bit more. So the goal in this pose is that the shoulders are down and the butt is down comfortably, and that you're feeling the center of your chest being lifted. I think I want your towel to be a little bit closer to your head. So let me have her come up. Come on. Oh, she's going to try rolling, but I'm going to have her come up, and I'm going to move it. Okay. So you want to capture the bottom edge of your shoulder blades. Does that feel better? Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. And then let the heads of your shoulders go. At this point, you could drop your arms down by your sides. You could go towards cactus space. And we're just giving the heart an opportunity to be held and lifted. And then she can choose, she can choose for herself. Oh, she liked it lower. Okay. She can choose for herself what leg position feels good. Some people like feet wide, knees falling in. Some people like feet flat on the floor, like she's got right here. Some people like soles of the feet together, knees wide, Baddha Konasana. And some people like legs long. So she's going to try all of those spaces. I don't know, have you ever practiced this pose before? No. She's never practiced this pose before. So she may experiment a couple of times and see what feels the most delicious to her. But once she decides, she's going to stay in that space. And I invite you here to close your eyes. Let yourself get a little bit softer. Feel this lift behind your heart. And allow yourself to be okay in the midst of the swirling and the whirling that is going on in our lives. Recognize your body. Recognize the desire of your body to be alive. This persistent pulse that exists deep in our guts. Recognize your body's desire to be happy. And our desire to spend time with people so that we can laugh. And our desire to watch brilliant, fabulous, funny people on YouTube and on TV saying fabulous, brilliant, funny things. Recognize your body's desire to feel safe. Recognize your body's desire to feel love. And give yourself permission to have all of those things. To be alive right now. To be safe right now. To be happy right now. To be loved right now. Our minds will pull us into all kinds of places. So it becomes increasingly important to notice the right now. There was a really beautiful quote that came up on my Instagram feed this week on Monday. And I'm going to butcher it and I'm not going to attribute it correctly, but I'll do that for you on Monday. I'll give you the right one. But it's something to the extent of, worry does not lessen tomorrow's sorrow. It robs today of its joy. Be proactive and let it go. I'm going to have you wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes And bring, use your hands to bring your knees together or your feet back to the floor. And then we're going to roll over to the right, easing off of your props. And swirl around, come up to a seat. And we're going to refold your towels. So we'll open them back up to that quarter fold space. And then fold again, hamburger style. We're getting fancy around here. And then go hot dog style. And then you're going to stack the two of them on each other. And we're going to do a little sacral release. So now Carrie-Ann's going to put her pelvis, her sacrum, specifically that bone right there in the middle of her bottom, on the blankets. Oh yeah! All right. How's it feel? She's shaking. She's like, I don't know how it feels yet. Okay. So if you're getting sensation in your low back, you may need to shift your blankets up or down if it feels pretty good. Yeah. You want to be in a space where it feels pretty good. And then you've got options here. So there is the option to stay right here and really enjoy having your pelvis over your heart, because it's a little bit of an inversion practice. You could, Carrie-Ann's thinking about the back bend moment, you could extend your legs out. If you're going to do that, you have to excite your ankles and your toes. You have to pull your toes back towards your face. Yeah, and press your heels down. So you're supporting the opening of your front body with the tensile strength of the back body. Or you could choose to take your legs up towards the ceiling. So for a modified shoulder stand, yeah, up like that. And Carrie-Ann, I know, has got tighter backs of her legs, so this might not be her favorite choice, or it might be, I don't know. Which one do you like? Oh yeah. All right. So pick the place you want to be, and we'll take 10 breaths. Letting your breath become like a silken thread in your nose and out your nose. Using this beautiful soft breath is an amazing way to tell our adrenals that we're rocking and rolling, everything is a-okay, so that our adrenals can say that to our thyroid, and the thyroid can say it back to our adrenals, and our heart can just revel in that calm conversation. Sometimes I feel like the heart is between the battle of the guts and the upper centers, and the heart just wants to be happy. It's just the child is like, I just want to have a fabulous childhood, and the guts and the brain are a little bit the divorcing parents. Boo-hoo. So see if you can keep your family together with your breath, softening, making space, so your heart can ride happy. Your heart can just be that joyful dancing organ pulsing in the middle of us, making the world so vibrant. If your feet are up, bring them down. If your legs are long, put your feet back on the floor. Press down into your feet, lift your butt up. I'm going to help Carrie-Ann. Slide your towels out, lower your bottom to the floor. You can stay right here for a couple more minutes, or you can extend your legs long. If you're feeling cool, are you feeling cold? Yeah. It's cold in our house. We didn't turn the fireplace on. Go ahead and cover yourself if you feel cold. Or if you're feeling a little uncertain, that there's research that says when we cover our skin, our nervous system relaxes. So allow yourself to relax, all right? And let go. Stop being in charge. Stop being in charge of your breath. Stop being in charge of your body. Turn over to the controls, to the body that wants to be happy and healthy and safe. Let go of the thoughts. Let go of all of the impulses to run around and buy toilet paper. And just float on a sea of sensation. Allowing yourself to be just so blissfully here. And then we'll wiggle the fingers. And we'll wiggle the toes. We'll open and close the hands. And draw the knees into the chest, hugging them in. Rock a little side to side. Roll over to whichever side you want. You're not in a practice space where you're going to bump people, so move away from your furniture. Press down into the floor. Ease yourself up to a seat. And let yourself ground. You can sit whatever way feels, oops, I'm out of the image, okay. Whatever way feels comfy for you. And now bring your left hand to your heart. Feeling the pulse of your heart. And you can bring the love from your body to the earth. Or you can imagine a friend, someone who's really worried, and place an image of them in your right hand. And send this beautiful, calm love from your heart into your friend, into the loved one. All right. From our beautiful hearts to yours, have an amazing day. Take care of yourselves. We'll be back on Monday. All right. Okay. The light in me salutes and celebrates the light inside of you. Thank you for being here. Yay, look at all these amazing people. Thank you for being here. Woohoo, Carla made it. All right. Bye.